Xiao Yan's soul exploration covered tens of thousands of kilometers. He found it, the exact location where the purifying demonic lotus flame would descend. But then he felt it. The entire heaven and earth froze. His very soul seemed halted. A gigantic dark hand materialized, grabbing directly toward his soul. The Hall Master of the Hall of Souls had found him. Death was one thought away. Survival? That required a miracle. Welcome back to Cultivation Hub. Last time, Xiao Yan achieved soul perfection, but now his soul journey brings him face to face with the most dangerous man in the Central Plains. Smash subscribe. Every click brings us to 1,000 subscribe. Let's go. So this is the great heavenly perfection, Xiao Yan murmured inwardly. He could clearly feel the vast difference between his current self and the past. If before he had merely been a young man steadily growing stronger, then now he resembled a seasoned warrior wielding a sharp blade, one who had experienced countless battles. With just a thought, Xiao Yan gently stirred his mind. The invisible soul fluctuations spread outward like a rising tide, instantly enveloping the entire star realm. In less than a minute, everything within a radius of thousands of kilometers around the falling star pavilion appeared vividly inside Xiao Yan's mind. The fluctuations swept through countless experts, yet only a few individuals with especially keen souls felt a trace of chill. The others, even some peak Du Zun experts, remained completely unaware. Their every movement was laid bare before Xiao Yan's perception. This was the power of heavenly soul, great perfection. As Xiao Yan's soul fluctuation expanded to tens of thousands of kilometers away, it encountered several strong soul presences. Just as he was about to retract his senses, he suddenly felt an abnormal wave of scorching heat surging from deep within his soul. His heart trembled slightly, and Xiao Yan immediately directed his soul fluctuation to rush toward the source at lightning speed. Within just a few breaths, he arrived at the location emitting that intense heat. The place was a treacherous mountain range. However, the space above it was twisted to an extreme degree, and faint milky white light seeped out from the distorted layers. The moment Xiao Yan's soul fluctuation touched that light, a searing pain abruptly assaulted him. What is this? The sudden burning pain stunned Xiao Yan for a moment. His soul had already fused with 5 heavenly flames. Ordinary flames could not possibly make him feel heat, let alone inflict pain. Just as Xiao Yan was bewildered, the unknown light cluster in his mind, the one he obtained from the ancient map of the Purifying Demonic Lotus Flame, began trembling violently. That trembling caused Xiao Yan's expression to drastically change. This is the place where the Purifying Demonic Lotus Flame will descend. Just as Xiao Yan was shaken by his discovery, the space suddenly twisted violently. A moment later, a tremendously powerful soul fluctuation erupted from within, fiercely colliding with Xiao Yan's own. The unexpected impact made Xiao Yan lose focus, his head buzzed, and dizziness washed over him. "Who is it?" Xiao Yan reacted instantly. At the very moment of being struck, he forcibly stabilized his mind, rapidly withdrawing his soul, releasing a furious shout. To think someone could injure him, the opponent's soul strength clearly rivaled his own. "So you were the young one of the Xiao clan, Xiao Yan?" A calm voice echoed from the void. Xiao Yan's heart tightened. "Who are you? Why did you attack me?" "It seems the origin soul of the human hall had indeed been devoured by you, otherwise you could not have reached the great heavenly perfection realm." The mysterious figure did not answer Xiao Yan's question directly, and instead spoke in an unnervingly composed tone. Xiao Yan's soul abruptly burst with intense fluctuations. "You are the Hall Master of the Hall of Souls?" Within the Hall of Souls, the only one whose soul had reached such terrifying heights, other than the always concealed Hall Master, was no one else.
I originally planned to settle several matters after the purifying demonic lotus flame emerged, but since you dare probe the place of its descent, come with me to the Hall of Souls first. As the indifferent voice faded, Xiao Yan suddenly felt the entire heaven and earth freeze in an instant. His very soul seemed to be halted. Immediately after, a gigantic dark hand condensed in the sky, grabbing directly toward the position of Xiao Yan's soul. This was it, the end. No escape, no defense, no hope. Hun Miesheng, for someone of your status to strike at a junior, aren't you going too far? Just as the enormous dark hand was about to seize Xiao Yan, an aged yet calm voice resounded. Another colossal hand materialized in the air, violently colliding with the first. A terrifying storm of soul force swept outward in all directions, instantly shattering the spatial confinement that engulfed the heavens and earth. Xiao Yan gasped for air, his soul trembling from the near-death experience. You old thing, you're also coveting the purifying demonic lotus flame? The Hall Master of the Hall of Souls, Hun Miesheng, roared furiously from the void, having been momentarily obstructed. I simply do not wish to see it fall into the hands of your Hall of Souls, the elderly voice replied unhurriedly. Leave this place. As the sealed space completely collapsed, a voice echoed within Xiao Yan's heart. In the next instant, he felt a strong force push his soul backward. Within only a few breaths, his soul had been forced back into his own body, leaving him drenched in cold sweat. Far away, tens of thousands of kilometers from where Xiao Yan was, a green ox was leisurely grazing on a vast plain. Riding atop the ox, a young shepherd boy no more than 10 years old slowly raised his head and gazed toward the distant northwest. In his clear, innocent eyes flickered a deep melancholy that far exceeded his age. The heavenly flame has appeared. Another earth-shaking battle for it is about to begin. The childlike shepherd sighed softly, then gently flicked his cattle whip, gradually disappearing into the distance. On the mountaintop, Xiao Yan's entire body was soaked in cold sweat as he opened his eyes, his expression incomparably solemn. He had never expected that his soul exploration would actually lead him to face the unfathomable Hall Master of the Hall of Souls. Without the intervention of that mysterious powerhouse, escaping such a desperate situation would have been nearly impossible. Although Xiao Yan was confident that in terms of soul strength he was not greatly inferior to the Hall Master, the gap in actual combat strength between them was simply too vast. The Hall Master of the Hall of Souls was likely even stronger than Xiyan. Taking a deep breath, Xiao Yan steadied his heartbeat. The earlier encounter had truly been life-threatening. But who exactly was that mysterious expert? Why help him? Xiao Yan frowned slightly. Clearly, that person was not the least bit afraid of the Hall Master. During their brief exchange, he had not shown any disadvantage. In fact, from the Hall Master's furious shout, Xiao Yan could faintly sense a trace of wariness, something extremely rare. On this continent, the number of individuals capable of making the Hall Master of the Hall of Souls wary could be counted on one hand. After pondering for a long moment without reaching any conclusion, Xiao Yan shook his head and lifted his gaze toward the northwest. This soul journey had brought him tremendous gains, not only encountering the Hall Master, but also discovering the exact location where the purifying demonic lotus flame would descend. With a single thought, soul force surged from his glabella, condensing into a humanoid avatar identical to himself. The soul avatar's face was vivid and lifelike, no stiffness or vacancy at all. From a distance, the two looked like identical twins. Take care of things for me. The Xiao Yan formed from soul force also smiled, stretching out his hand and firmly clasping Xiao Yan's own. The scene was both amusing and faintly eerie. Xiao Yan nearly died. The Hall Master of the Hall of Souls, Hun Miesheng himself, attempted to capture his soul. Only a mysterious savior prevented certain doom. But who was that mysterious expert? Someone powerful enough to make the Hall Master wary, someone who rides a green ox disguised as a shepherd boy. And now Xiao Yan knows exactly where the Purifying Demonic Lotus Flame will descend. The greatest treasure hunt in the Central Plains is about to begin. Smash that like, subscribe to Cultivation Hub, comment, who do you think the mysterious shepherd is? Remember, even perfection doesn't guarantee survival.